So before I started a dropshipping store, before I joined dropship lifestyle, I was pretty happy. I think I was content, just trying to get by in life as cheaply as possible and try to live on a budget of like $600 a month. That was kind of my budget. I was living in Thailand already after traveling and scuba diving and doing Muay Thai, doing all these passions. But my mindset was that of I just want to get by. And after joining dropship lifestyle, I realized I can build a legitimate online business. I can scale it and grow it. I can start 2 or 3 dropshipping stores. If I really want to, I can expand that and start 10. So my mindset and possibilities completely changed. And I kind of realized I don't have to be an employee anymore. I can never work for another employer ever again. So now I really do have that millionaire mindset of, you know what, the more work I put in, the more effort I put in, the better results I'll get out. And I truly believe that now. The most rewarding thing about finding dropship lifestyle and joining it is finding a system that truly works, that's something that you can just follow step by step. And it's rewarding for me, both financially, but also because I know there's a system that I can share with other people who were in the same situation as me, and I can say, just follow the system. I know it works, and you too can, basically start a business that I know will work if you put in the effort for it. I would definitely recommend dropship lifestyle, not only to my friends, but also my family. And the only caveat I would tell them is to be prepared to have it be a real business, to treat it like a real business, and not think of it as some kind of overnight, get rich quick thing. I want people to really realize, this is like the cheapest, easiest MBA program you can ever go through, and you can make a genuine business and learn so much, not only about dropshipping but about online business and real any kind of business. So I definitely recommend it to everyone, and I have. So I knew I was successful with my dropshipping stores and then also with DSL. I would say there's been a few different big hurdles or big stepping stones. The first was making that first sale. I think when I made that first sale, I was like, oh my god, if I can do this once, why can't I make a sale a week? And then I think when I started consistently getting 1 or 2 sales a day, I realized, this really works. This really is a system that works. The next big step was when I decided, I'm gonna put a challenge. I want to save $30,000 in the bank. And starting, I had a couple $100, and I didn't really know how I was gonna get there, but I knew if I just kept growing my store and I just kept doing better and I saved it, I would get there. So that was a huge just jump, and I knew I was successful then. I would say lately, the way I knew I was successful is when my family came to visit, my parents, my sister, my niece and nephew, and they came to Thailand to visit. I was able to rent a big villa and just pay for it all, and just kind of without a second thought, and said, I'm gonna pay for it. I'm gonna pay for the taxi from the airport. I even pay for their flight from Bangkok, and it was a big difference for me because I was never able to do that. I was always, I'm the youngest in the family, and I never really thought I was gonna be the one providing for them. And for me to be able to do that, I really felt I'm finally successful. So my favorite aspects of dropship lifestyle, well, first I would say there's many things. First is that kind of that step-by-step formula where I don't have to go out of my way and research other things and look for other things. This Anton kind of just lays it all out in the course. The community and the forums definitely helps so much, and that's why I still regularly post it today and have a progress thread that outlines my step-by-step journey that I've been updating and I've been posting to pretty much every week for the last 2 years I've been part of the course. And aside from that, I really like the live events. The first annual retreat in Thailand was amazing, and it was great just meeting people in person, seeing how many people were doing well, networking, getting ideas from each other, and kind of just having that real life community, not just online. So what had me take the initial step with dropshipping is I always knew that I wanted to sell a physical product. I just didn't really know how, and I didn't want to spend the money to inventory something or deal with manufacturers in China, and tie up a bunch of money. And honestly, I didn't have the money to even tie up. So when I first heard about dropshipping and I first heard about Anton, I was like, what, this system really makes sense. And I was lucky enough to have met Anton while traveling, and I could tell he was a genuine guy. And I was like, what, let me give dropship lifestyle a chance, and it worked. So, I highly recommend it. The most difficult thing when starting my journey was kind of the belief in myself, in the beginning, and my niche. I would say I spent so much time going back and forth in my niche. It took me over 2 weeks to really think about what niche I wanted to pursue. And I did all the research, and I did the steps, but I think in the back of my mind, I always thought, it wasn't going to be good enough, or I always thought someone else's niche was going to be better. And even when I started doing it, I wasn't really that sure. And it wasn't until I started making sales I realized, really you can make most niches work, but second, as long as you kind of follow the system, everything works. You just have to push through. And now I never self-doubt myself anymore, really, for anything. I know if I just put in the work and follow the system, it will work. So the biggest problems and things I came up with while doing my store, it was pretty much answered either in the course itself or in the forums. So I'm pretty lucky where, because I'm in this community, I didn't really have anything to hold me back. Anytime I had a question, Anton always responded very quickly on the forum or through email. And nowadays, I just do a search on the forums, and there's so much content on there, and there's so many members in there that pretty much every question is now answered. So ever since I started my store, I think I made about 18,000 in sales the first month my store is up and running, and it's been consistent since. It's been 2 years, and I've never had a month that I made less than that 18,000. There's some months that I made a lot more, and this is basically replaced my income. This has been my major source of income for the last 2 years now. And now that I actually have multiple stores, I don't just have my one main store anymore. It's literally doubled, if not tripled, my income. So I'm really, really excited, to say that I now make more money running my dropshipping stores than I did at my 9-to-5 job when I was back in the US. And it really doesn't take me that much time to manage now that it's up and running. So I have time to do other projects and have new streams of income. So that's, I really have to thank Anton and the course for that. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Once again, my name is JohnnyFD. If you ever have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I highly, highly recommend Anton's course. Do take it. If you're serious about starting a dropshipping store, if you're serious about starting some kind of online business, this is what I recommend, and I've recommended it now to literally hundreds of people because this works. This is the first thing that's ever worked for me, and I firmly believe that even though there are other businesses out there that can also work, I really believe that dropshipping is the way to go. For the very first step, it is the best thing you can do. The best thing you can do is create your first online business with dropshipping, scale it up, get it working, and start making $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month. Replace your income, and then have time to either create more stores or do whatever you want to kind of just follow your passions. See you around.